Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessie Nealand. Today I want to talk about an aspect of body neutrality that I use with my clients sometimes that I like to call grouchy acceptance. Now, grouchy acceptance is, in my mind, just another word for body neutrality. It is something that feels really within reach for a lot of my clients, especially when people are coming in from a place of absolute body hatred, body negativity, obsession, anxiety. You know, they're coming in from a really, really negative place. They can't imagine getting to a place where it's like easy peasy, whatever, I look how I look, it's all good. And so sometimes with those clients, I just like the terminology better of grouchy acceptance because it leaves room for there to be some negativity attached to it. And this is super important because actually, neutrality is going to look a little different for everybody, but ultimately, a lot of people are going to feel kind of grouchy about it. Like, how you look might never be how you prefer to look. And that's okay. You can still have a neutral relationship with your body from that place. And in fact, that is a very neutral relationship for a lot of people when they get to a place of saying, this is not how I prefer to look, and then move on, Because ultimately, the thing that we're trying to fight against with body neutrality is not every negative thought you've ever had. It's the suffering that comes along with it, You might still have some of those thoughts, but those thoughts won't have power. That's the goal of body neutrality. So grouchy acceptance is something that I invite you to consider if maybe even neutrality feels like too far away for you. And also if you've never given yourself permission before to think of neutrality as including the whole spectrum of the human experience. You might feel kind of irritable when your child is screaming, but that doesn't mean you feel negatively about your child or you have a disordered relationship with your child. You're just irritated, You might prefer when your partner is clean shaven, but sometimes they grow out a beard and, whatever it is, right? You don't have a negative relationship with it. It doesn't have a ton of power over you. It doesn't upset you all day. It just might be your preference. And these are things that we can have preferences that don't have power over us. And grouchy acceptance is a somewhat tongue-in-cheek way of making space for that for yourself. So I encourage everyone to make your goal, unless you already have like a really good handle on neutrality or positivity with regard to how you look, I encourage everyone to start thinking about it as like making some space for that grouchiness and that irritability. Instead of making your goal, I look in the mirror and I feel and I think nothing whatsoever, which is like not only just not how we work, especially after a lifetime of conditioning in diet culture and beauty ideals and the patriarchy, it also just like isn't probably going to be what ultimate liberation and neutrality look and feel like for you. What it ultimately is probably going to look and feel like is you look in the mirror, you sort of roll your eyes just like you would if you got a big zit or your hair was like not cooperating or whatever, and you go, okay, this is not how I wanted this to go, but it doesn't have any power over you. It doesn't change what you do that day. It doesn't make you eat less. It doesn't, keep you from going after your dreams or putting yourself out there. It just is a moment. And you accept that moment just like you accept everything else and kind of go, okay, and then move on. So grouchy acceptance, highly recommended if it hasn't been something that you've incorporated into your sort of concept of body neutrality. I really, really encourage you to do so. And let's like just totally set aside the idea that neutrality means like sort of Zen-like, monk-like bliss, because for most of us, that's not what it's going to be. Rolling your eyes and moving on with your day is absolutely success in the world of body neutrality. So thank you for watching and listening. Please go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave me a comment or a question if you like, and I will catch you next time.